Most of this load of high-quality cork will be turned into wine stoppers, essential for the economy of the Montado. As a bonus, the cork oaks themselves will absorb millions of tons of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere each year. Billions of high-quality corks are still used by wine bottlers all over the world. They're a low-energy, biodegradable product that ticks every green credential, yet are still under threat of replacement by synthetic plastic stoppers and metal screw caps. But the greatest revenue comes from the billions of stoppers we use each year to close our wine and champagne bottles. It's because of the high value of cork bark that this ancient landscape, with its rural culture and its wildlife, have been protected until today. But its future is by no means certain. If metal screw caps and plastic were to completely replace natural cork to stop our wine bottles, then a drastic change could be on the way, because landowners would have to replace their oak woodlands with other, more conventional crops. So what is it about these forests that make them so valuable to both people and wildlife? The Alentejo region of southern Portugal stretches from Lisbon in the west to the hills of the Spanish border in the east. It's about 10,000 square miles, or the size of Wales, and is the world's most important cork-growing area. These woodlands of evergreen cork oaks and their close relative, the holm oak, are known in Portugal as Montado. Although the Montado is so good for wildlife, it's by no means a wilderness, but rather a natural ecosystem of woodland and pasture which has been sympathetically adapted for farming in this sustainable way for more than 1,000 years. Typically, the pastures under the trees are grazed, although where there are patches of better quality soil, landowners have traditionally grown citrus, vines and olives. This has created a rich mosaic of habitats, which is as beneficial for wildlife as it is for the farmers. The future of the Montado and its wildlife is largely determined by economics. Cork growers must be able to sell their crop to the factories for a worthwhile price. Faced with intense competition from alternative closures, the manufacturers have modernized and cleaned up their production methods to rid cork of any charge that it may sometimes spoil a bottle of wine. Nowadays, the sheets of raw cork are immersed twice in sealed vats of boiling water, killing off any molds or bacteria and making it more flexible to work with. In today's spotlessly clean, state-of-the-art factories, the stoppers are individually scanned for imperfections. They're sterilized, polished and graded, and samples from every batch are scrupulously checked in the company's labs for the chemical trichloroanisole, or TCA, which can cause an off-taste in a bottle of wine. TCA is produced by microorganisms in the soil, on trees, and even on a brand new wine bottle, but rarely now in cork factories. Since 2006, the Portuguese cork industry seemed to have conquered TCA contamination. For the moment, with the cork industry fighting back in this way, the Montado and its wildlife have gained some respite.